Welcome to the Misha Wilson Show, where we show you how to create massive success online so you can live the lifestyle of your wildest dreams. As always, if you get value out of this episode, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up button below so you're notified when I do more videos just like this. And don't forget to let me know in the comment section what your biggest takeaway is from this video. With that said, let's go ahead and dive in to today's episode.
What is going on, everyone? Misha Wilson here, coming at you on another beautiful day from the bright and sunny island of Maui, Hawaii. I'll give you a quick little panoramic view. And today I want to talk about, well, firstly, this is what's possible when you can go ahead and learn skill sets, develop skill sets, and build your own highly profitable online business. But with that said, I want to go ahead and hop on here today and cover a topic that is somewhat controversial for the build your own online business space, for the entrepreneurial space, for the, learning how to make money online space, and something that goes directly opposite from what everyone out there is constantly perpetuating nonstop in their marketing. All right. And that is the value of massive action. That is the value of getting out there and doing everything you possibly can, doing everything that you can get your hands on, going through every course, executing on everything, and setting up traffic campaigns, sending out emails, hosting webinars, getting on calls, getting on training calls, getting on the phone, closing sales, and taking massive action, right? I know that I was taught when I first got started that I needed to take massive action, and I did take massive action, and it led me directly to driving myself $10,000 in debt, getting kicked out of 2 different houses, and to be honest, at the low of the low, getting addicted to prescription pain medication, because to be honest, I just wasn't proud of kind of the results that I was producing. I wasn't proud of the reality that I was living, and I felt like a total failure at the time. And it was all based on me going out and taking such massive action towards everything I was trying in my business, stupid massive action, and as a result, blowing a bunch of money and driving myself into an unbelievable hole. And it wasn't until I discovered the lesson that I'm about to share with you today here in this episode of Marketing with Misha that literally everything changed. And just in literally the last few years, I managed to build a 6-figure business, then a 7-figure business, and a multiple $million-dollar business. And now I've done over $10 million in sales by the age of just 27. And have done it very quickly, just being online in the last maybe 4 or 5 years now. And it all turned around very quickly. The first, over a year, I just constantly struggled and got nowhere fast. And looking back on it, I was trying everything. I was working myself to the bone. I was working so hard. I was taking so much action. I was doing so much stuff. And I was doing exactly what the big time, supposed gurus were telling me to do, but I wasn't making any progress. And that's the problem with massive action. And here's the lesson. Massive action, what it tends to come out as is you doing everything instead of the vital few. You trying to do everything in your business, every small task, everything you can possibly do, going through every course, even if it's not the right course, taking every action, even if it's not the right action, executing upon everything you can possibly execute upon, even if it's something that you shouldn't be executing upon in your business, getting to every single live event, even if it's not the live event that you should get to in your business. And as a result, what ends up happening is you feel massively confused, massively overwhelmed. You spin your wheels nonstop. You spend thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars like I did in my own personal journey, just to end up getting yourself to a point where you're kind of at a spot, looking at everything you've done, saying, holy shit, I've done all this stuff, but I've made 0 progress. All right. And if you can relate and identify, I've been there myself and I completely and totally understand. And that's the problem with massive action. The problem with massive action is it doesn't take into account the 80-20 rule. It doesn't take into account the fact that some things are much higher impact than other things. It doesn't take into account that you need an actual strategy and you need the right tactics to drive that actual strategy. And the distinction that I want to make here today, and what will actually help you, end up creating your breakthrough in your business, and I hope the wind isn't too bad here. It's a beautiful day, but it just got windy. But what will actually help you, and what I discovered from a mentor way back when, is firstly focusing on the right things. All right. So instead of doing more, you actually want to do less, but you want to do less better. You want to find the 20% of activities that drive the 80% of the results. You want to find the levers that when you pull have the biggest impact on your overall business, on the overall health of your business, on your overall revenue. You want to find those 20% of activities, and then you just want to focus maniacally on those activities, and you want to focus on pulling those levers each and every single day. And that brings me to the second point in this actual lesson, which is consistent action is much better than massive action. All right. If I were to want to get in shape, if I were to want to get a 6-pack ab, region and, big chest and all that jazz, what would I do? Would I go to the gym for 18 hours or 24 hours one day? Or would I go to the gym 2 hours a day, each and every single day, like clockwork? Would I eat really good on Saturdays, but then eat terrible the rest of the week? Or would I just eat, pretty good whole foods, healthy through the entire week while hitting the gym each and every single day? The answer should be obvious, and the same thing holds true with business. And I know it's not the sexiest thing to hear. I know it's not the thing that sounds like, yeah, massive action. Let's go, beat our chests and chant and get up and run in circles and scream at the top of our lungs and get all fired up in an event, and let's go home and take massive action. I know it's not that kind of sexy, but it's the thing that at the end of the day produces results. It's the thing that at the end of the day allows each and every single successful business owner to make progress in their business. It's the thing that at the end of the day will help you to actually move the needle in your business. So if you're watching this Facebook Live, look, I give you permission. You don't need to be on every single social media platform. You don't need to be on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, posting 18 times a day per every single social media channel, spreading yourself so thin, taking so much action that you're not actually seeing any results. What you need to do and what you need to focus on is firstly, understanding the actual strategy behind a successful online business that actually drives results for your business. Then secondly, finding the tactics, the things that will help you to drive that strategy, finding the action steps that when you execute upon will allow you to effectively push the needle with that actual strategy and start to see progress with that actual strategy. And then lastly, you need to consistently execute every single day upon those small, vital few activities that drive the biggest impact, the 20% that equals the 80%, the 20% of inputs that has the biggest effect on the overall output. And you need to execute upon those things on a daily basis like your life depends on it. And when you do that, when you follow that formula, when you have the right strategy, the right tactics to drive the right strategy, and you have consistent execution upon the right tactics, literally, it is very, 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 very hard to fail in your business. Once again, you can pump out results like clockwork. It is much less about emotion and getting fired up and getting, ramped up on rah-rah, and much more about a strategic approach to business that creates success now and creates success long-term, and which at the end of the day ends up allowing you to do less and get more and end up, living an amazing lifestyle that I know that you're absolutely after. So that's my message for you here today. Before you jump into the massive action movement, before you jump head first into doing more, look at whether, what you're doing is actually the right thing to do. Analyze whether it fits in with your actual strategy. Analyze whether it fits in with the actual tactics that drive your strategy. Because when I made those shifts for myself, again, it changed everything from $10,000 in debt to over $10 million in total sales. And once again, based on the fact that I focused on the vital few and I took action every single day on those vital few elements. So I hope you got value out of today's Facebook Live message. That's my message for you here today. I'll give you one more quick little panoramic view. It's another beautiful day here on the bright and sunny island of Maui, Hawaii. Can't seem to get the right camera perspective here, but hey, I gotta get back to work and take some consistent action on the right activities to drive progress in my own business. Appreciate all you guys. Till next time, over and out.